in this tutorial we are discussing about the second type of statements in flow control, that is nothing but iterative statements. Okay, now we are discussing about iterative statements, which is the second topic in our flow control chapter. Okay, now let us see what is this iterative statements. Okay, so iterative statements in simple words, okay, in simple words, iterative statements are nothing but loops. Okay, iterative statements are nothing but loops. So what is this loops and how this will work? All those things we will see very in detail in this particular video. Okay. So generally in our programming scenario, we might be encountering a situation where we want to execute our code for several times. Okay. Okay, there might be some code which we need to execute repeatedly for a number of times. Okay. We might be encountering in such scenarios. Okay. Like some part of the code we might have to execute several times. So that time, okay, whenever we want to execute our code repeatedly for n number of times, okay, whenever we want to execute our code for n number of times, that time we will use this concept called as iterative statements. Okay, that time we use this loops. Now coming to loops, okay, we have two types of loops. Okay, we have mainly two types of loops present inside Python. Okay, in Python we have mainly two types. Okay, first loop is nothing but for loop. Okay, first loop is nothing but for loop, and the second type of loop is nothing but while loop. Okay, the second type of loop is nothing but while loop. Now in this particular tutorial, okay, especially in this particular tutorial, mainly we will focus on for loop. Okay, predominantly we will focus on for loop. In the next tutorial, in the next tutorial or the next video, we will discuss on while loop. For now, we will stick to for loop, and we will see how this for loop will work and how we can write Python code by using this for loop. All those things we will discuss in this particular tutorial. Now let us see how this will work. Okay, so basically this is a for loop. Okay, basically this is a for loop. So how we can work with this for loop means whenever, okay, this for loop, okay, we can use like whenever we want to apply an action. Okay, whenever we want to apply an action on each and every element present inside a sequence. Okay, suppose there is a sequence. Okay, sequence means any collection in Python. Okay, any collection in Python is nothing but okay, sequence only. Any collection is called as sequence only. Sequence means a collection of elements, right? So if we want to apply a particular action, okay, if you want to apply a particular action on each and every element, okay, on each and every element present inside that collection, then we can use this for loop. Okay, then we can use that for loop. Now let us see the syntax for this for loop. Okay, so in for loop, okay, so in for loop, first, okay, for loop basically we can apply on any sequence. Okay, it can be a list, string, or tuple, or dictionary. So it should be a sequence basically. So when we apply a for loop on the sequence, so in each iteration, okay, in each iteration means it's a step. Okay, it's basically in that loop each and every step is known as a iteration. Okay, in each and every iteration one element will get into that. Okay, one element we can figure out, and we can apply some action on that element in each and every iteration. Now let us go to Python IDLE, and we will see how can we, okay, we'll see how can we apply this iteration. Okay, let us see how we can apply this for loop on, okay, let us see how we can apply this for loop on a sequence. Now, yeah, this is the IDLE. Now let me write a small code for print all the numbers, okay, all the numbers present inside, okay, present in the range, okay, present in the range 1 to 50. So I want to print all the numbers from 1 to 50. So how can I print? So basically to get the numbers, okay, to get the numbers in this particular range, what we need to use, we need what type of sequence we will use generally. So in general we use this range, right? To get the numbers in a particular range, we use this range object. Now I want to get the numbers from 1 to 50. Okay, I want to get the numbers from 1 to 50. So whenever I want to get the numbers from 1 to 50, we need to take the range object. Sorry, yeah, we need to take the range object from 1 to 51, because our in range object end index is what? Completely exclusive. That means before before that number, whatever number comes, till that only it will get executed. Now we have to run a for loop over this. For number in range. So for each number, in each iteration, in each iteration we will get one number get printed. In each iteration one number we will get. So print off that number. So let me explain you what is happening in this particular code. So what we are doing, we are applying this for loop on the range object from 1 to 51. So 1 to 51 means what? 1 to 3 till 50 it will take. So what it is doing, it is creating a range object internally, and that range object contains the numbers from 1 to 50. It will contains the number from 1 to 50. So in this range, what happens means, in each iteration, one number will be printed. One number will come, and that number will get printed. So in the first iteration, what is my first number? 1. So in the first iteration, number 1 will get printed. In the next iteration, what is my number? Number 2. In the next iteration, 3. In the next iteration, 4. Next iteration, 5. Till 50 it will get printed. Till 50 it will get printed. That means for all, that means what happening here is, in this for loop, whatever the elements present inside this object, whatever the numbers present inside this sequence, for all these numbers, action, same action will get repeated. For all these numbers, same action will get repeated. So now let us run and see how this will work. See, we can see, in this way we can able to print all the numbers present in this particular range. That means what is the action I am performing here? I am printing that action. So whatever the numbers present in this particular range, I am performing this action called as print. I am performing this action called as print. So in this way we can work with for loop basically. Now we will write a small program by using this for loop. By using this for loop, we will write a small program. Print all the even numbers. Print all the even numbers present in range of 1 to 100. So in between 1 to 100, in between 1 to 100, whatever the numbers that are even, that numbers I need to get into a list. Print out, or else instead of print, I will do list out. List out all the numbers present in this range of 1 to 100 which are even. Now let's try to run a loop over here. Let us try to run a loop. So we are running a for loop for what we are doing here, we are running a for loop for number in. So I want to get the numbers from 1 to 100, right? So we need to run a range object, and if I want to get 1 to 100 means I need to take this range object from 1 to 101. I need to take this range object from 1 to 101, and here we need to apply an if condition. Here we need to apply an if condition. So my if condition will be if number, if number percentile 2. So how can I check whether that number, how can I check whether that number is equal to even number or not? So whatever the number I got on that particular iteration, whatever the number I got on that particular iteration, if we divide with 2, if we divide with 2, and the remainder, when we divide with 2, if the remainder is equal to 0, if the remainder is equal to 0, then we can say that is whatever the code comes on in, whatever the number satisfies this condition, then that will be an even number. So let us take a list. Let us take a list called as even numbers, called a small list. So whatever the number that we got, whatever the number that we got till here, whatever the number we got, we will just we'll just add to this. Even numbers dot append of number. So basically what this append function will do means, add adds number adds number into this list. Okay, it will basically it will add numbers into this list. So let me explain this loop. So what we are doing, we are running we are running a loop over the sequence from 1 to 100. So 1 2 3 4 till 100. So we will have the numbers from 1 to 100 in this particular range. Okay, we will have the numbers from 1 to 100 in this particular range. In the first iteration, what is my number value? It is 1. So 1 percentile 2, 1 percentile 2 equal 1 percentile 2 is what? 1 percentile 2 is 1. So 1 equal to 0. 1 percentile 2 1 is not equal to 0, right? So in this case, okay, for the first case, that condition is not getting satisfied. Now let us see the second number. Okay, in the second iteration, what is my number value? 2. So 2 percentile 2, that means when you divide 2 with 2, what is the remainder? It is equal to 0. So 0 equal to 0. So this condition is becoming what? This condition is becoming true. So whenever this if condition becoming true, then code, okay, then our cursor will go into this line. Okay, so whenever if condition is becoming true, then only the condition, okay, then only the block of code which is present inside if block will get executed. Now since the if condition got satisfied in the second iteration, this line of code will get executed in the second iteration. So what is my number value in the second iteration? My number value in second iteration is nothing but 2. So that 2 will get added to this even numbers list. So that means after completing 2 iterations, my even numbers list will become 2. Okay, that number 2 will get added to this list. Again, when this if condition will get satisfied, whenever we have 4, that time this if condition will get satisfied. Then again 6. So like that, okay, like that. Whenever we encounter, whenever we encounter an element called even number, okay, whenever we encounter an even number, that time this if condition will get satisfied and that number will get appended. Remaining all it will leave. So in that way, we can print we can add only these even numbers into this list. So let me print this even numbers list and show you how it is running. Okay, so even numbers. See, in this list I have only even numbers present inside that range. Okay, we have only even numbers present in that range. Okay, now let me put this print statement inside if condition. Okay, if we put inside if condition, what we can understand from this means, like in each iteration, what is the element getting added to this particular list, we can see. See, in the first iteration, in the first scenario, only 2 got added, then 2 comma 4, then 2 comma 4 comma 6, then 2 comma 4 comma 6 comma 8, then 10, then 12 added, then 14. So in each iteration, okay, whenever we encounter a list, okay, whenever we encounter a even numbers list, okay, whenever we encounter an even number list, then in that scenario, one element is getting added to this list. Okay, one element is getting added to that list. Now let us try to explain. Okay, let us try to explain one more code with this for loop. Okay, now print all the vowels. Okay, print all the vowels present in the present in a name. Okay, so since I want name in this particular scenario, I'm taking a name. Okay, I'm taking a name from the user. Okay, input of enter a name. So what I'm doing is I'm taking a name. Okay, I'm taking a name from the user. So I'm taking, okay, I have variable called as name. So now I want to print only vowels, right? So let me take vowels list. Okay, let me take vowels as a list. So what are all the vowels that we have in English language? A, E, I, O, U. So A, E, I, O, U. Okay, so what we did, we took a vowels list. Okay, we took all the vowels as a list. Now what we'll do, whatever the name we took from the user, that name we will run as a for, okay, we will run a for loop, okay, for name or else for letter, okay, for, okay, in each iteration what comes means one letter will come, okay, for letter in a name, okay, for each letter in a name, if letter in vowels, if letter in vowels, print, okay, if letter in vowels, then print letter. So what it is doing basically, so let me remove this code for now, for first, okay, initially let me remove this code and let me print only the letter. As of now, you guys forget about the if condition. Let us see how this is working, then we will understand how we can apply this condition, okay. So what happens here means, suppose I am entering, okay, suppose I am entering some okay, I am entering a string called as Python hub. So what happens is my name, okay, in this scenario my name will become something like Python hub, okay, my name will become Python hub. So what is my name here? Python hub. So in each iteration, when I am running for loop over this string, in each iteration one element will get, okay, one element will be printed inside this for loop. So what is the element, okay, what is the first element, okay, what is the first element? That is P. What is the second one? I, Y, next T, next H, next O, next N, next H, next U, next B, okay, next one is B. So in this way we can able to print each and every letter in one iteration. So let me run and show you. See, in each, okay, in each and every iteration one element is getting printed. Now now same thing if I am doing, okay, now what I am doing, I want to filter out only the vowels, okay, I want to filter out only the vowels. That means if whatever the letter, okay, whatever the letter I got in the vowels, okay, whatever the letter I got in whatever the letter I got, if it is present in vowels list, okay, my condition is I may get any letter, okay, I may get any letter, okay, but I want to figure out only the vowels, right? I want to figure out only the vowels. So how can I figure out, okay, if at all that letter, okay, if at all that letter what I got is a vowel, then I'm printing. So what's happening here means, so if at all my letter is vowel, that means when this condition will get satisfied, P, Y, T, H, for all this condition won't get satisfied. Whenever I got O, okay, whenever I got O, then condition will get satisfied. And also whenever I got the letter U, okay, whenever I got the letter U, in that scenario condition will get satisfied, okay, condition will get satisfied in that scenario. So in this way we can figure out vowels in this particular string. So let me run Python hub. See, for OU only the vowels got printed, okay, only the vowels got printed. Now I just, okay, with the help of, okay, now if I do small change, okay, if I do small change in this code, then I can figure, okay, I can filter out the consonants from this name, okay, I can filter out the consonants. So how can I filter out? So if it is present in vowels, then it is a vowel. If it is not present, then it is a consonant, right? See, if it is present in vowels, then it is vowel. If it is not present in vowels, then it is consonant. So to print out only consonants, just put not. Just put not. That means negation of this, okay, negation of this. If okay, whenever it is not present in vowels, that time this condition will get satisfied. So instead of vowels, okay, letters apart from vowels will get satisfied, okay. So P, Y, T, H, N, H, B. Okay, P, Y, T, H, and H, B. So these, okay, only these letters will get printed in this case. Let me run and show you. Okay, so in this case Python hub. See, P, Y, T, H, N, H, B. Only these letters will get printed. Okay, only these letters will get printed. Remaining all will be removed. Okay, remaining all will be filtered out. So in this way, okay, in this way we can work with for loop, and we can apply for loop on any sequence for that matter. We can apply for on list, we can apply on string, and in this way we can apply for loop, and we can run the code repeatedly. Okay, we can apply the same logic on all the elements present inside any sequence. I hope all of you understand how to work with this for loop. Thank you so much. Bye.